Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about getting your big old butt out of your way. To keep your butt from stopping you from achieving the success and the results you want in your relationships as well as in your life. And no, I'm not talking about your butt as far as your derriere. I'm talking about your butt, our language. See, language has a power in our lives, and a lot of people don't give it enough credit. You know, I first learned about this concept, especially with the word butt, about a dozen years ago. Me and my wife were separated at the time, and we found ourselves in marriage counseling trying to put back some of the pieces from not pursuing our marriage the correct way. I remember going in and sitting down with the pastor, and one of the first things he asked me to just tell me what's going on. And I thought I had something incredibly intelligent to say, and I was going to say something along the lines of, you know, I really want this to work, but I don't know if it will, or I don't know how to make it work, or something. I don't really remember what I said, but I remember what the pastor said, because I got up to the word but, and he just held his hand up like this to stop me. And I kind of thinking, man, that's kind of rude. You asked me a question, you won't even let me answer. It's kind of like my wife, right? Just kidding, honey. We're getting in trouble for that one. But no, so what he said, though, was very, very important. After that, he asked me if I knew what I just did. And I said, well, I thought I was answering your question. He goes, anytime you use the word but when you're speaking to somebody, it has the impact of completely erasing whatever you said before the word but, and all that matters is what is said after the word but. Now think about this in your own life, especially think about it when you're talking to other people, right? Maybe it's your own wife or your kids or your coworkers or your employees or your customers. And you might say something like, hey, I love you, but I don't really like you right now, right? Who's heard that one before? Well, in that statement, does the I love you matter, or does the I don't really like you right now? Which one sticks out to you? How many times have you been in a disagreement with your partner, spouse, or kids, and you say something that sounds positive, and then there's this pause, and they look at you with anticipation, they go, but, like they're expecting you to follow up with something that's going to be negative. That's how ingrained it is in a lot of our communications. Now, there's a simple couple mind hacks that you can do to actually flip the script on this and make it into a more positive experience that's going to push you to do the right thing. But before I talk about that mind hack, I want to talk about how this affects your self-talk, what we say to ourselves and how we approach our life and to achieve what we want to achieve. Right now, Les Brown talks about this in one of his trainings, and it's a great training. If you don't follow Les, you really should. He's an awesome guy. He talks about the word but being an argument for your limitations. He talks about the word but being an argument for your present circumstances. And when you argue for your limitations or you argue for your present circumstances, you get to keep them. And then you have to ask yourself, is that really what you want? Do you want to stay where you are right now, or are you looking for a different result? Let me give you an example, okay? I'm all about the fit and free life, you know, having the life you want without the barriers of money, time, or fitness. So let's talk about fitness for a second. How many times have you maybe thought to yourself, or you know somebody who did, who wants to lose weight, and they're talking to themselves about it, go, man, I really want to lose weight, but I failed every other time I've tried. Or I really want to lose weight, but I always put the weight back on, right? Now, the way our subconscious mind works, and I can't go into a long training on the subconscious mind right now, but here's the basics, okay? The subconscious mind is like the best employee in the world, because it will do exactly what you tell it to do. But here's the problem with it, like with all employees, right? If you don't give it clear instructions, your subconscious mind tends to be a little bit lazy and it defaults to what it knows. And what the subconscious mind knows, what it's programmed instinctively for, all the way back to our predecessors, our ancestors, is about survival. So it's dedicated to keeping you out of pain, to keeping you out of danger. So if anything that you're doing represents pain or danger, its immediate response that comes natural to the subconscious mind is to get you out of there. So if you say something like, I really want to lose weight, but every time I do, I gain it all back, that's a sense of pain, right? It's a sense of disappointment. So when you leave that statement there where your subconscious mind says, okay, that's pain, we don't want that, we're going to shut this down right now, we're not even going to try to lose weight. Okay, and it can be with anything. It can be with, I really want to start my own business, but I'm not smart enough, but I don't have enough money, but last time I did, I failed. And all of your subconscious mind hears when you say that is, we're not doing that. We're not going to get into that pain or that predicament that creates pain or failure or disappointment, we're just going to avoid it. We're not going to focus on doing that at all. And your subconscious mind will work against you getting to where you want to go because it thinks it's protecting you. Now, I'm going to give you one mind hack right now, and then below this video, my blog post, I'm going to give you an even better one, okay? One of the mind hacks that you can do is just flip the script, right? What comes natural to us is we'll say something positive, but, and then something negative, okay? Flip it over. Say the negative first. Your wife wants you to take her out this Friday night, but you have to work, right? You can't do it. You got to service a client. So you can say, honey, I got to work this Friday night, but I'd love to make it up to you and take you out Saturday. Okay? You're just flipping the script. You're putting what you can't do up front and then but what you can do to fix it secondarily. And in that environment, the wife's going to go, well, you know, what's important is he's going to make it up to me tomorrow night. So you leave it on a positive as opposed to leaving it on a negative. Okay? Now the second one I'm going to give you is really cool, and you got to read the blog post underneath this. If you're not on my blog, click the link around this video somewhere to go over to my blog. And what this next one's going to do is show you how to completely make the entire statement positive and have a very positive impact. Key on the word and. Go read the blog. Have a great day.